Are black people cursed? Something I was just thinking about. I was thinking about, you know, my kids in their school. They're in first and second grade. And I'm thinking, while they're performing really good in school for the most, they're doing way better than I was doing in school by this stage. And it's like, am I doing that? Am I helping with that? And I mean, I very rarely do anything school related. They have iExcel, which is an app that I make them do before they play any games. Like they want to play games, but I do iExcel first. And it has lessons and stuff on there. And I thought about the teacher. I said, they have two white female teachers. I said, oh, that might have something to do with it. Why they're not. And I started thinking about, oh man, what about next year they get a black woman as a teacher? Keep in mind, I'm black. You can look at my hands and you're my father. So I have the right to say this stuff because I experienced it. And I started thinking about, whoa man, my daughter got a black female teacher. I don't know if I would let her be in the class. I have to judge off her. And there goes that word, judging again. So, it's so hard not to judge though. So, I started getting worried about the situation of my daughter having a teacher who seems like she might get silly sometimes and twerk. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not twerk, but like maybe dance a little bit. Because or let other kids do it and not be so, stop doing that, like, because my daughter comes home sometimes and she does stuff that I know she got at school. She couldn't have gotten anywhere else. Like she might say a word twerk or something. I don't think she has yet, but if she says that word, I know that she got it from school. And I just started to think about, man, the problem with black culture is that it's become so cool to be bad. It's become so cool that I even find myself, like, if me and my wife go out, we might go to a bar or something, and they start playing the right music, that shit'll come out of me. Talking about killing and drug dealing and stuff like that. I sound like I'm an old person, but it's like, yeah, man, that stuff makes you feel good. It's weird what that music does to you when you know it and you know what it's about and you know the song. It's crazy. And I'm like, man, how can black people get out of that? How can we get to where that's no longer cool? Come on, man, pass me. I hate when cars do this. Go. You can get around me. What the fuck? So, I'm just wondering what they can do to get out of that. And I'm like, man, they might be cursed or weak, but it's like, how they know we? Because I'm not like that. It's like the only way to get out of it is kind of like to interbreed, because when I went to an all-white school, kindergarten and first grade. And then I went to, and they were both private schools. And then I moved to another private school. No, the first kindergarten was a public school. Then first grade was private school, and then second through fifth was private school. All right, let's go through the gate today. Who we got? Oh.
Thank you.
See you next time. That's a new one. See you next time. So I've never used that one. Felt pretty good. So I think the only way, in second grade through fifth grade, I went to private school. Then I went to public school in sixth grade till finishing. And I can tell you, from sixth grade to graduating high school, going to predominantly black schools, really was, I wasn't saying confusing, but I'm glad that I didn't have that in those kindergarten, first, second, years. They really did me a favor by with those first 2 years, because those years gave me my maybe moral compass, so where I knew how far to take the ignorance. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, I knew I wasn't gonna sell drugs. I wasn't gonna be shooting and having a gun, but I'll be with them. You know what I'm saying? I was like that. And I'm just thinking about how can black people get off of that, and why can't they? Why are they being such victims and don't want to do anything and think that their way is actually the right way? It's kind of weird. Because like Jews is like a good comparison, because my wife is from Poland, and she's always like, how did the Jews do it? And I can never have a good answer for that. I'm always like, black people was in slavery and da 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 da. And she's like, well, Jews had the Holocaust. How were they able to do it? And I'm always like, damn, I don't know. And I always say, maybe it's because they're white. Like, I still try to victimize the black people. But really, man, there's no excuse. Really. And it's all the conclusion I'm coming to is that I think they are just cursed. Like, I'm really curious what it is about the black skin that made them play the victim so much harder than any other race has. What is it about? It kind of goes back to, I think it might come back to what happened in, what was that movie? Django. When Leonardo DiCaprio was like showing, I think it was Jamie Foxx, he was pointing to the skull and saying that black people had this thing in their brain that made them more submissive or something like that. Now I don't know if that's true or not. I wouldn't doubt it. But maybe it's something like that, where it's something that's in our or their brains that makes them, I guess, lazy and low morality. I think it's low morality. It's so foggy out here today. So I uploaded, my second video went out last night. It's called Not Stopping at the Park. No, not showing my park pass today. And I had a funny feeling about this one, because the natural thumbnail looks like a stop sign. Like, I didn't put that there, it just naturally showed the stop sign. And it got 6 views, which is it's hilariously small, but it's interesting to say the least. The first video I uploaded got 0 views. I talked about it yesterday, and which wasn't a shock at all. But that second upload, see, now what will normally happen is I've been motivated to upload, and I'll go upload my third one. But luckily they're scheduled, so it's going to upload regardless, so I don't have to do any extra work, because I got a runway of 5 days. So keeping it going is going to be tough, no doubt, because it's going to be days where I don't have anything to say. Like, I almost didn't have anything to say, but I had that thought come to my mind about, the cursed species. And I think that's a good way to do it. Just wait till I have a thought and go from there. Yo, I'm in the middle of this shit right now. Motherfuckers ain't supposed to be out here, Jay. It's drizzling, bro. It's my day to be out here. Go home. What's today? Saturday? Yeah, sure. I'm gonna start recording these crosswalks. Something always happens when I don't record. Nothing.